What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, man? Welcome to the show, man. Hey, we got a lot of great treats for y'all in the description box, man. Remember, we got the clothing brand, No Negative Energy, man. We got a couple of other different designs and shirts, man. Come over to the store, come shop with me. You know what I mean? But we need y'all to go pick up the wife book. You know what I'm saying? Put a lot of hard work into it. We got the links in the description right down below. You know what I mean? I'm trying to come check the book out, man. Come get you a copy. You know what I'm saying? And my son and my wife made another book, you know what I'm saying, for the youngest. You know what I mean? If you got some youngest in your house about to go to school, yeah, I will pick that up too, man. But I want to get into this whole Nick Cannon thing, man, with Viacom or whatever, man. And I wanted to talk about, I seen the young Pharaoh and Choke No Joke, you know? I'm going to talk about all that, man. We're going to bring it straight to you, man. So we're going to start with the Viacom situation, man, with him losing his job, man. See, this is what I've been telling people for years, man, for a long time, man. When you don't own the company, man, you can't take vacations when you want to. You can't do a lot of things, man. And when they said within the contract that Nick Cannon signed, if he did anything to damage the brand, he could be terminated. He don't have ownership of the company, they said. Now he trying to get full ownership of $1 billion company. Now, what person gonna give you ownership of a company that's worth that type of money? You know what I mean? Now my thinking is that I think something gonna work out in his favor because he's apologizing and, you know what I mean? He's doing a lot of stuff like that, and people was coming at his neck for apologizing. My whole thing with that is when he was bringing some of the information, man, he didn't have. It's like he had pieces of the information that was 100% correct, and then he was kind of off on some of the stuff that he was saying. I mean, so I guess he went back and looked at the tape and knew where he went off the rails at. You know what I mean? But like I said, he spoke a lot of truth within what he was saying. You know what I mean? A lot of truth in what he was saying. You know what I mean? And a lot of people was like, why you apologizing about the truth? It was the parts that he was messing up at that he was apologizing about. You know what I'm saying? And now I seen that your boy Vlad said he want to have a conversation with him. So I know that's gonna be something dope. I seen he got a new canon class that's going to drop. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for that to see what's gonna be within that. You know what I mean? But like I say, when you talking about you want full ownership over $1 billion company, and like I say, it's the same thing with a lady that created the Shy, and she said she could be fired from her own show. You know what I'm saying? The lady said the same thing. I'm pretty for sure the 50 thing is the same way. You know what I mean? It's you not owning the actual product that you created or put out. And I think that was one of the issues with the show Money and Violence, that he wanted ownership. He didn't want to be going into a situation where these people take ownership of his product and be able to fire him off something he created. And now we're looking at Nick Cannon, who put together an amazing and wonderful show. But I know people was joking and clowning about Eminem getting him fired from Wildin' Out. People thought it was funny because everybody thought that Nick had full ownership of this stuff. And now we finding out that he don't. Now he looking crazy because what if they bring the whole cast back and had like DC Young Fly being the host now, or is DC Young Fly being a part owner of it or some shit like that? And now DC Young Fly hired Nick Cannon back or some funny shit like that. That's why I be trying to tell people, man, having a job, you got to understand that you're not the boss. You know what I mean? You do what they tell you to do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's this point blank period, man. Like I told you, they bitch. You clock in when they tell you to clock in. You clock off when they tell you to clock off. You go on vacation when they tell you to. They put you on a schedule. You don't put them on a schedule. You know what I mean? So like I say, the only thing that's going to work in his favor is probably him apologizing and, you know what I mean, what we always say. You know what I mean? And I see Choke No Joke come off of him, you know what I'm saying? So he look like he on some, you know what I mean, about to get the hell up out of here type of thing. You know what I mean? I say, damn, Choke going way left on him. You know what I'm saying? Choke No Joke don't be holding no punches, boy. You know what I'm saying? He was like, is the ego, you know what I'm saying? He said, how you ain't following nobody on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? You don't rock with nobody, you know what I'm saying? But everybody trying to rock with Nick, you know what I mean? And I say, yeah, let me see what he's talking about, man. So I went up there, right? I never really paid attention to that shit like that, you know what I mean? Because I know Jay Prince got his shit like that too, you know what I mean? So you know how it is like, Show No Joe ain't wrong. It is the ego thing, you know what I mean? Because you see Cardi B, all of them that following people. When you use the word follow, people kind of like, oh no, I ain't this and that. My whole thing with Nick Cannon is like when you was disrespecting Kanye West's wife, right? and Kanye was asking for an apology, you wasn't willing to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But now in this situation, you willing to do it. So it's like, I'm confused with those motions of why are you apologizing, right? But when you was strongly about not apologizing to Kanye about what you said about his wife and stuff on the shows and stuff. You know what I mean? So like I say, like, I don't know, like Nick be confusing me with that aspect. You know what I mean? Then I seen young Pharaoh say he reached out to him trying to get on the show and, you know what I mean, to rock with him on Cannon Class, and he I guess he denied his invitation or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I say, young Pharaoh is a young, he's a bright guy. You know what I'm saying? Don't know him personally, but I seen a couple of his work, man. He really do his homework on a lot of stuff that he talk about and put together, man. I seen that him and Kev Gibb had a little back and forth or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't know what's up with that. You know what I mean? But like I said, he one of the guys that I would say that got a lot of information, you know what I mean, in his mind, you know what I'm saying? He one of them guys that lock in, study, do his homework. So he definitely could be a guy that go on Cannon Class and bring some information to the culture. But yeah, like I say, man, Choke No Joke was going left on him. Choke said, why you apologizing and doing all this stuff like that? Like, Nick understood what was going on, and he know he made his mistakes. So he had to rewatch the tape and make sure that, you know what I mean, see where the messed up parts was at. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, like he said a lot of truth within the messed up parts, you know what I mean? But he had to go back and correct the shit that needed to be corrected. Like, sometimes your information don't be all the way clear, you know what I mean? But like I say, he said a lot of stuff that was real, man. That's like I was telling y'all the other day. I was like, when you using that word savage and stuff like that, you got to think about it, man. We came here on slave ships. They had us on top of each other, using the bathroom on each other. Then, as we died, they threw us off the ship into the ocean with sharks. You know what I mean? They took advantage of our women. They impregnated them. Like, come on, man. Like, what do you call that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You have a man called Christopher Columbus that took over a whole country and say he discovered something that was already here. That's like me seeing your car outside and say I discovered it. You know what I mean? And I put the keys in this drive off. You know what I mean? How could I discover somebody's car that they paid for? How could I discover something that the Indians had already had? This is the Indian land, dog. This ain't no African. This ain't our land. We ain't from here. You know what I mean? This ain't their land either. You know what I'm saying? This Indian stuff, all of it. Where the Indians at, bro? Like, they extinct on their own land. This they stuff. Like, all of this is theirs. You know what I mean? So like I say, man, what you call that? That's savagery. You know what I mean? That's straight up. You know what I mean? Ain't no punching around that. You know what I mean? You taking advantage of the women and stuff like that. That speak for itself. I mean, I don't really have to explain all of that. You know what I mean? You came here on slave ships, dog. Sold you like animals. You was not even a human being. You was property. You know what I mean? Like, we can get it. We can dive into it if you want to. You know what I mean? But like I say, what do you call that behavior like that? You know what I mean? When you take a person and lay them on top of each other, using the bathroom, throwing up, you know what I'm saying? You treat them like animals. You know what I mean? Treating them like animals. What do you call people that do stuff like that? You know, we ain't got to dive too deep. I'm just being real. You know what I mean? Like I say, when Nick Cannon was saying what he's saying, he was making minor mistakes in between the information. But like I said, with the Viacom thing, with his contract and him not being the owner, Fox said they was gonna keep him. You know what I mean? But like I say, when you gotta move carefully on what you're saying and make sure your information is crisp. But like I say, mistakes was made. He apologized for. Is they get on the same thing as Drew Brees? I think for them firing him that quick, I really believe it was something behind it. And I know people are saying Eminem. Eminem was behind it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to run with that first. You know what I mean? But I really feel like it was something that was always on their heart. You know what I mean? I feel like they always felt that way about Nick Cannon. Because I feel like if you had a relationship with a person for that particular long time and y'all built the brand and stuff like that, I feel like they felt that they didn't need them anymore. You know what I mean? For anything. The brand is built up. They got it. They own the whole brand. He don't mean nothing to the company no more. You doing Dr. CDs and shit like that. And they were saying a lot of things that Nick Cannon was trying to fight for. They wasn't in agreement with. You know what I mean? With the Black Lives Matter movement. You know what I mean? Nick was all the way in on this stuff, and they wasn't supporting it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of other companies, people had to put them on the spot to be exposed. But like I say, Nick apologizing made the culture look bad, right? To a lot of people. Now, a lot of people not going to rock with him. You know what I mean? But the other communities, they don't even want to forgive him because they don't believe that he's being honest and truthful. Same with the Drew Brees thing. But you had people from that community saying that he was a good person, and that's why they forgave him and allowed it to move forward. You know what I mean? But like I say, I feel like Vlad is very, very good friends with Nick. And I feel like he gonna be one of the guys that stand behind Nick. Now I understand as a man, we all make mistakes, so I'm not gonna crucify Nick in any form of fashion, because I understand he make a lot of mistakes. I know Choke No Joke says ego, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, Choke a OG, man. Like we can't say too much to Choke, man. Choke No Joke be yeah. That dude right there, boy, he be coming with the shits, boy. I tell you that, man. I like watching him too, man. Him and Young Pharaoh, some good guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, them niggas over the top though. They will take it there. They will take it there on your ass. You know what I'm saying? I remember I seen the Young Pharaoh doing Hassan Campbell. I said, oh my God, this nigga is crazy, boy. Well, yeah, man, I love y'all, man. I'm out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace, God. Peace to all the good ones out there, you know? Love y'all, man. All my gods out there. Love y'all, gods. Peace, man.